Hi students, welcome back to all four e-learning chemistry classes. Up to now we have discussed two sessions of mole concept. Today we are entering into third session of mole concept. The same instruction again I want to give to you. Please take pen and a notebook and note down carefully what exactly I am teaching to you. Okay, right students? Now, today I am going to explain how to calculate the number of fundamental particles. Fundamental particles in the given sample of a substance or an element. So, first of all, we should know what are meant by fundamental particles. The fundamental particles are the most common particles present in the atom of any element generally. Those are nothing but electron, protons and neutrons. All these three together called as fundamental particles, because almost all the atoms of all the elements possess these three particles as common, except only one element, that is only one isotope of hydrogen, that is normal hydrogen, which contains only one proton and one electron, and there are no neutrons. So, this is about the introductory part of fundamental particles. Actually, this topic belongs to atomic structure, but here there is a link to the stoichiometry for the calculation of fundamental particles. Okay, right. Then, first of all, one should know how to represent an element. If the element is X, it is represented with one subscript and one superscript on left side, where Z, this subscript represents atomic number. Atomic number. Note down students, atomic number, and superscript represents mass number. What exactly the meaning of atomic number? It is nothing but the total number of protons present inside the nucleus of an atom of an element. Coming to mass number, it is the total number of both protons and as well as neutrons. Protons as well as neutrons. Once again I am repeating, mass number is defined as the total number of protons and neutrons of a given element, and Z, atomic number, is nothing but the simply number of protons. In neutral species, I am writing species students. Neutral species means that may be atom or molecule. So, there should be no charge, only charge is zero. That particles are called as neutral species. Number of protons should be equal to number of electrons. Number of electrons. So, with this I have introduced you what is atomic number, mass number, how to identify number of protons, and mass number, which is number of protons plus number of neutrons. So, if you want to calculate number of neutrons from the symbol of an element, you can simply write A minus Z, which gives the number of neutrons. So, for an individual atom or an ion, one can calculate the number of protons, number of neutrons coming from the values of A and Z, and if it is neutral, number of protons is same as that of number of electrons. I think I have noted down clearly. Then I have to go for the explanation of how to calculate the fundamental particles in stoichiometric approach. Okay, students, I am going to give a question. Calculate, write down students, calculate the number of electrons, protons and neutrons. I am going to write it as capital letter N. Electrons, protons and neutrons in a given sample of 16 grams of methane. 16 grams of methane. 16 grams of methane. Yes. This is the question what we have to discuss now. Right. We know, just calculate here the molar mass of methane by adding individual atomic weights. 12 plus 4 into 1, that is 16. So, 16 is the molar mass of methane. So, based on the definition of gram molecular weight, we can simply write 16 grams of methane contains 6 into 10 power 23 molecules. Now, I am having the number of molecules within my hand now in the given sample of 16 grams of methane. Okay. Now, I am going to take one molecule of methane. It contains one carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atoms right. We know one carbon atom, the atomic number of carbon is 6. So, I am going to write here electrons, protons, neutrons in both carbon and hydrogen atoms respectively. We know carbon atom has atomic number 6. Atomic number is nothing but protons, that is 6 protons in one carbon atom. Carbon atom is neutral, no charge in that. So, you can write 6 electrons. To estimate the number of neutrons, I have already told you, you should know the mass number A minus Z, atomic number A minus Z, mass number minus atomic number only gives the number of neutrons. But in the question nothing is mentioned. Default you should take it as C12 because that is the standard one. So, C12. So, 12 minus 6 is equal to 6 is the number of neutrons. So, all the 3 are same for carbon, 6 electrons, 6 protons and 6 neutrons. Coming to hydrogen, it is normal hydrogen. We know the symbol is H11, that is mass number is 1, atomic number is also 1. This is the only atom which does not contain any neutrons. It contains only 1 proton and 1 electron, that is it. 1 electron, 1 proton, number of neutrons are 0. But how many such atoms are here? We have 4. So, you should write 1 into 4, 4. Here also 1 into 4, 4. 0 into 4 again it is 0. So, These are the electrons belongs to carbon, and these are electron belongs to all the hydrogen atoms present in this one molecule of methane. Now, I am going to make total number of electrons. 6 plus 4, 10, and here also 6 plus 4, 10, here also only 6 neutrons. Finally, I got the number of electrons, the number of protons, and the number of neutrons present in only one molecule of methane. But finally, I can write like this. But how many such molecules are there? 6 into 10 power 23 molecules. Or simply you can also write, yesterday we have discussed about it, Avogadro number N or Na. Now, how many molecules I have? 6 into 10 power 23 molecules of methane are present in the given sample. Then we can calculate. Simply, instead of this, we can also simply write N or Na. No problem. So, one molecule, 10 electrons. So, N molecules, 10 N electrons. Here 10 N protons. Here 6 N neutrons. So, finally, I got the individual number of individual electrons, protons, and neutrons. Suppose if anybody asks you to calculate total number of fundamental particles, you should add all these 3, 10 plus 10 plus 6, total 26 N. So, 26 N is the answer for total number of fundamental particles. Students, if you want to convert that into exact number, you should multiply all of them with 6 into 10 power 23. Okay, students? I am going to repeat this approach with 2 more examples by taking one anion and one cation. Please note down this. Okay, right. It is better to write down along with me, students, then there will be no wastage of time in this session. Students, let me write with one anion the same calculation. I am writing the question here. Please note it down. Please note it down. Calculate the number of electrons, protons, and neutrons present in 48 grams of sulfate, 48 grams of sulfate ions. Here I have given one anion. Okay, no problem. This is an anion. We can calculate formula weight for that. Okay, I am writing. I am calculating formula weight first. Formula weight is equal to atomic mass of sulfur 32 plus 4 into atomic mass of oxygen 16. This is 96 grams is the molar mass of, or simply you can also call it as formula mass of sulfate because it is ion. Better to call that as formula mass, rather formula weight rather than molecular weight or molecular mass. Okay, this is. So I can write based on the GMW or formula weight definition, 96 grams of sulfate sample definitely will contain 6 into 10 power 23 sulfate ions. But this time I have given only 48 grams. See, no need to do calculation. Half of that, simply you can write half of this. Very simple, students. So, 3 into 10 power 23, I am highlighting this. Now, These are the number of sulfate ions present in the sample given to us in the form of 48 grams of sulfate. Yes, now I got the number of ions. Now I have to estimate the individual study of electrons, protons and neutrons for one ion of one sulfate ion. One sulfur atom, this is 4 oxygen atoms in one species, one ion of sulfate, right. Now I am going to estimate electrons, protons, neutrons. Students, please concentrate here, right, and write down along with me, right. One sulfur atom, atomic number of sulfur is 16, so I can blindly write 16 protons. And if it is neutral sulfur, yes, it is 16 electrons for neutral atom. Number of protons and electrons are same. Sulfur mass number, nothing is mentioned, default it is 32, no doubt. So 32 minus 16, A minus Z, again 16 neutrons, students. Next, coming to oxygen atom. Atomic number of oxygen is 8. So 8 protons, and similarly same electrons, 8 electrons. Oxygen, if nothing is mentioned, it is, you have to take it as O816, normal isotope of oxygen. So 16 minus 8, again the number of neutrons are 8. But how many such atoms are there? 4. So you should multiply this with 4, 4 and 4, and this is 32, this is 32, this is also 32. Right. Now I am going to calculate total number of protons and neutrons first of all. 16 plus 32, students, 48. Here also 16 plus 32, students, 48. Note down. Yes, here you are not supposed to write blindly as 48. It becomes wrong because there is a charge of 2 electrons here with the negative charge. In chemistry, negative means gain of electrons, addition of electrons will result in the negative charge. That sulfate ion possesses 2 units negative charge. It means it possesses 2 electrons apart from all the electrons present in the respective atoms. So this is 48 plus 2, you should write it as 50. Students, very important this is. Once again I am repeating. 48 as per normal calculation here, as per the, just like the previous question what we have discussed. But here this is an ion possesses 2 units negative charge on that. So the 2 units negative charge corresponding to extra 2 electrons. That's why for this 48 we have to add 2 also, total comes around 50. Now how many such molecules ions are there? So we got it as 3 into 10 power 23 ions of sulfate. Simply we can write this as n by 2 number of ions. I am writing here, note it down clearly. 3 into 10 power 23 ions of sulfate, or simply you can also write n by 2 instead of this. You can also write n by 2. Then how you have to calculate. For one sulfate ion, 50 electrons are there. Such n by 2 sulfate ions, you should multiply 50 n by 2. And here also you should multiply 48 n by 2. Here you should multiply 48 n by 2. N I am going to write it as Na, students, because we are using capital letter N for number of neutrons. So, I made a small change in the notation. So, Na it is better to write, because N is also we are using symbol for number of neutrons. Don't get confused. So, final answer is 25 Na here, 24 Na here, 24 Na here. If anybody asks you to give the answer in value, you should multiply that with 6 into 10 power 23. So, this is how to estimate the number of fundamental particles in a given species. Previously, we have discussed in neutral molecule methane. Now, a negatively charged species sulfate, and next we will go for one more positively charged cation. Then I will switch over to the next concept, students, right. So, next question is calculate the number of, again, electrons, protons and neutrons present in 12 grams of a sample of ammonium, a cation, a sample of ammonium. Okay. Same approach we have to follow. First of all, we should calculate the number of species present in 12 grams of ammonium. For that, I have to estimate first formula weight of this. Nitrogen atomic weight 14 and 4 into 1, that is total 18 grams is the formula mass of ammonium ion. So, simply you can write 18 grams of ammonium contains 6 into 10 power 23 ions. So, this time directly I am going to write with Avogadro number, students. So, simply I can write it as, instead of all this, Na, Avogadro number, Na ions. But this time I have given only 12 grams. So, how much? So, 12 by 18 into Na, that is 2 Na by 3 is the total number of ammonium species present in 12 grams of ammonium given to us. Now, we have to go for the individual study for one, by taking one ammonium ion. Ammonium ion. One nitrogen and 4 hydrogens. One nitrogen, 4 hydrogens. Okay. Electrons, protons, neutrons. Nitrogen, atomic number 7. So, you have to write 7 protons. So, immediately you can write 7 electrons. For neutrons, we need mass number. If nothing is mentioned, default you should take mass number of nitrogen as 14. So, 14 minus 7, again number of neutrons are 7 here. Next, coming to hydrogen, as usual previously we have explained this. 1 proton, 1 electron and no neutrons, that is 0. But how many such hydrogens are there? 4. So, multiplied with 4. 0, 4 and 4, right. Now, the total number of proton here, 7 plus 4, 11. The total number of neutrons here, only 7. Okay. Now, if you write electrons also 11, it becomes wrong in this case. because there is one positive charge of 1 unit plus 1. It means I have already told you negative addition of electrons, positive loss of electrons. One positive is there, so that species already loses 1 electron. So you have to subtract 1 from 11, and finally you should go for number of electrons as 10 only. This is the important step here in this question when compared with the previous question. Okay, that is one positive charge is there, it means loss of 1 electron. So from the total number of electrons you should subtract 1 electron, and finally you will get only 10 electrons. Now I got the number of electrons, protons, neutrons present in single species of ammonium ion. How many such species I am having in my hand? 2Na/3 ammonium ions are there. 1 ammonium, 10 electrons. This much number of ammoniums, 2Na/3 into 10. Similarly, 2Na/3 into 11. 2Na/3 into 7. So finally you can write 20Na/3, 22Na/3, 14Na/3. So these are the final answers for all the individual fundamental particles, electrons, protons and neutrons. So with this I am going to finish the model, that is calculation of fundamental particles in the given species, whether it is neutral molecule or an anion or a cation. All the three I have explained to you students. Okay. Next I have to go for the next concept, that is GMV, a new concept. I am writing the abbreviation, gram molar volume. Gram molar volume. What is this? It is nothing but the volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas, 1 mole of any gas at STP conditions. Just I am going to write it down. Volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas at STP conditions. Here the question is 1 mole of any gas. Okay, you can write 1 mole of any gas means 6 into 10 power 23 molecules of any gas. Means we can also write that 1 gram molecule of a gas, or you can also write 1 GMW of any gas. All are same. But here what is the thing we have to learn first of all is STP, standard temperature and pressure. The temperature should be 273.15 Kelvin and pressure is 1 atmosphere. Then the volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas at these conditions is constant according to IUPAC, that is 22.4 liters. But in the recent days this pressure has changed to bar, another unit of pressure, and value also a little bit has been changed. That also I will give the students data. Temperature is same, but pressure they have modified as 1 bar pressure. So, I will give the interrelation between atmosphere and pressure also, students. 1 atmosphere is equal to 1.013 bar. That is the relation between the interconversion between atmosphere and bar. This is the value we should use to convert. Then they set the value as 22.7 liters approximately. Not exact values, approximate values only. But still we are following in many of the majority 99% of the books, they are following this till date, but value is very small difference and this is unit. This is also very small difference, but exactly this we should follow now, but in many of the books they are following even in the examinations also. So, this is the data regarding STP, standard temperature and pressure. If these are conditions, that is called STP conditions. At those STP conditions, the volume of any stupid gas, any gas, according to the concept, any gas should occupy 22.4 liters only. Of course, small differences may be there, but average values are these things, overall, on overall. Okay. One should remember like this, the definition. Gram molar volume, GMV, is nothing but the volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas at STP conditions. STP conditions are very clearly written here. Note it down, students. And that value is 22.4 liters. So, we are also going to use 22.4 liters in our coming calculations, students. Okay. Now, let me explain in detail about the definition. This is the just approach, and I will go in detail. What is that 1 mole is there? Na? How many ways we have to explain that I will give that. Okay, students. I just now have given 1 mole of any gas. That's it. STP is equal to 22.4 liters. 1 mole of any gas means instead of 1 mole, you can write this I am writing here. Observe it carefully. Very, very important approach. Nothing but, according to mole concept, 6 into 10 power 23 molecules of that gas. How you will get 6 into 10 power 23 molecules? If that is present weight as gram molecular weight. So, you can also write it as 1 gram molecule of a gas are also equal to GMW of gas. Both are same only. Both are same only. So, all these are equivalent. Nothing but equal to 22.4 liters at STP. Why I have written like this, students? Sometimes they will give volume at STP. They are going to ask you to calculate moles, or they can also ask you to calculate molecules, or what is the weight of gas present. So, this is one combination to set one numerical. This is another combination to set one numerical. We know we can calculate molar mass of any gas if you are given with the formula of that gas. And based on this relation, you can also get one more numerical, that is volume weight relation, volume moles relation, volume molecules relation. So, 3 types of different numerical approach, 3 types of different numerical approaches are there in this concept. I am going to give a small numerical to you. Calculate the number of molecules of any gas present in 1 cc of it at STP. He has just given 1 cc of a gas, any gas, whatever it may be, at STP. Based on GMV concept, we can calculate this. We can write like this: 1 mole of any gas at STP occupy 22.4 liters. Students, don't forget to copy it down. Right. 6 into 10 power 23 molecules of any gas at STP occupy 22,400 cc. See, I am going to give unit here. 22.4 liters. 1 liter 1000 ml. ml or cc, both are same. Centimeter cube and ml, both are same. So, as per the concept of GMV, 6 into 10 power 23 molecules of any gas occupy this much volume at STP. Then he is asking you to calculate number of molecules present in 1 cc. That's it. That is 1 by 22,400 into 6 into 10 power 23. See the calculation. Students, please concentrate. The calculation approach also. This you can write it as 10 square, students. This is 10 power 23. If you take this to numerator, it becomes 10 power minus 2. So 23 10 power minus 2, it comes around 21. It comes as 21. So 6 I am writing here. 6 by 224 into 10 power 21. Take 2 tens out. 100. Take 100 out of this. So I can write it as 600 224 into 10 power 19. This is the simplest way of calculation. Please concentrate that part also, students. Very important. Now you can calculate 224 into 2, 448. So 2 times it is going to be cancelled. 448. Remaining thing is 152 out of 600. 152. You can simply go for 6 times because almost 6 times. So 2.6, and then you will get it as 2.68. This is how to calculate in the simpler way, because most of the competitive, national competitive exam, what we are going to write is nothing but options. You will be having MCQs, A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, 4 options. So immediately the moment you get the answer at this moment, you can immediately go for the option, you can pick the choice. So that's why the calculation ability is also very, very important, especially in physical chemistry. Okay, students? Right. I think you have already noted down. And there is a speciality for this number. This is also constant, just like gram molar volume. Because in the question itself I mentioned, calculate the number of molecules of any gas at STP in 1 cc. So you can generalize this one also, students, and this number is named after a scientist as, I am writing here, note it down, LOSCH, Loschmidt, M-I-D-T, Loschmidt number. So what is meant by Loschmidt number now? Loschmidt number is nothing but the number of molecules that are present in 1 cc of any gas at STP. If at STP is not there, this is entire wrong. So, and one more thing, students, GAW, gram atomic weight, GMW, gram molecular weight, and mole concept are applicable both all for solids, liquids and gases, but particularly gram molar volume concept is applicable to only gases. Don't forget about that. This particular concept is applicable to only gases to their students. So, this last bit number is nothing but the number of molecules that are present in 1 cc of any gas at STP. And with this particular topic, I am going to end today, and tomorrow and then the next session, and in the next session I will go for this concept, that is, for gaseous substance GMW is equal to 2 into vapor density. I will derive this expression, I will explain this. With this topic, our next session will start, students, and be careful, students. Try to follow the lesson regularly, session by session. Even if you miss one session, it is not possible to understand the continuity of the concept. This is, once again I am saying, very, very important. Okay, students, thank you for this session.